One two one two one two one two one two. I think we on. 1 2. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Pontiac WYAC. We back in the place to be. This is Sante, and we gonna open the phone lines today. We gonna talk about a little bit of everything. I know what's in the headlines. You know, a little controversial. When I'm on, and when I'm not. But today, probably talk a little bit about what's going on with this illegal immigration, or this ICE. What everybody got, everybody talking about this ICE and what's going on with that right now. Right now we're in a situation where ICE is rounding up folks, and in my opinion, it's really not as bad as what everybody think. Because in the end of the day, we got people that's looting, rioting, and doing all sorts of God knows what, out there tearing up the communities. And, when you think about it, it's not really helping the cause of anybody that really wants to protest. So what do you think that's really going to happen? What's going to happen is what you see is happening. They're not going to succeed. Like, for real. Like, you got 2,000. You have whoever's joining, thank you for joining. Hit the like, leave a comment. But whoever is doing this protesting and stuff like that, it's not going to work. You already got 2,000 National Guard. Another 2,000 was deployed. Now you got 4,000. Now you got 700 on top of that Marine Corps. That's backing the sheriffs and the police department. It's not going to work. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, you know what I mean? It's just, it's not a good look. It's not going to work. And y'all going to see that everybody about to be on their way out of here. You know what I mean? So what does destroying property really gonna do with this, or do for this cause? It's not gonna do anything for this cause. It's not doing anything for this cause. It's making the cause that making the people that had a little sympathy for people that were getting deported or whatever, is making people leave with that support. People not even feeling like, if you're going to be here tearing up and break, you might as well leave. So, but like I said, at the end of the day, this is not helping the cause for anybody. This is not helping the cause for anybody. And quite frankly, what this is about to do is expediently make people actually get deported quicker, because now you're getting military forces involved. And as the more, I could say as a city, man, Los Angeles has been through a lot this year. I got to reach out to my buddy that's down there, Kyrie Crump. He's from Pontiac, but he's originally from here, from Pontiac. And I would love to talk to him about what's going on down there. I am going to open up the phone lines, y'all. I'm going to open the phone lines. Anybody want to call can call. That's 248-905-1128, 248-905-1128. But at the moment, I just want to really talk about what's really kind of going on with this situation with the with this, because quite honestly, he said this, what he was going to do. He did go for it. He did mobilize a lot of resources going after this. And quite frankly, this is probably, the best at the moment. You know what I mean? Because now I'm seeing things strike up, not only in Los Angeles, I think also Chicago. Chicago popped up. So right now I'm going to go ahead and hit the share button. Let's go ahead and share this to a group here. We're going to share this to a couple of groups. And we're going to do a couple of different things today. But I did want to talk about the riots today. I did want to talk about, a lot of news stations not really even reporting on this or talking about it like in this full totality. They acting like it's just protest, but it's not. Let's just keep it real. So we're going to share it to here. Excuse me, guys. I'm just sharing to different places. The Black Podcast Network. I got to be careful where I share this to, because, sometimes it depends on where I share it to. Sometimes people don't want to hear what I'm talking about. But this is a real topic. And it's real talk, and nobody around here is talking about this. And people acting like it's cool and it's okay. Like, what's happening? They acting like, you know what I mean? This music killing me. But they acting like it's cool and it's okay. What's happening with this tearing down of the cities? And then on top of that, people not only just tearing up the cities, where they out there waving flags of other countries. And my thing is, if you really got solidarity to your country like that, why you leave? Why you here illegally? You know what's up? It really makes no sense to me. Why are you waving flags of different countries and you and looting and rioting in Los Angeles? Why are you doing that? You think that's helping the cause? And if you got such solidarity to your country, well, why do you run away from it? Hey, and I just got to keep it real. And then it's also, local politicians around here in the area that I'm in, which are some good people. But we got differences in opinion with this, because at the end of the day, it's, if you here illegally, I think people looking at this in a whole total different light, like it's a human rights situation. It's not. This is a right or wrong. And I'm going to tell you, a lot of black people ain't even, are not digging this right now. A lot of Hispanic people that are here legally are not, citizens, American citizens, put it like that, are not digging what's going on right now. So for the cause of what's going on, I really think, at the moment, I think these people really, they digging a hole for themselves. You know what I mean? They digging a huge hole for themselves, and they gonna be gone. They gonna get sent back. You know what I'm saying? But I would like to know the opinion. If anybody has one, they can give a call in. I can go ahead and put the number up. And my opinion and your opinion could be different. That's fine. 248-905-1128. 248-905-1128. I plan to be on for a little while tonight because I haven't been on in a while. And, I haven't been on for a while because I've just been trying to mentally put myself together. You know what I mean? As far as, my mom passing like a little bit over a month ago. So I'm still, I don't know. It's just real hard for me to get motivated to come down and do this. But I said I got to get back to doing what I do, and that's what I do, stir feathers. But not stir feathers. I talk about real topics. So, I want to give a big, huge shout out to the city of Pontiac. We're doing a lot of work with them downtown and around town. Been busy. That's another reason why I haven't been online really in the last month, because I've been really, really, really busy. And also coming up is on the 20th. Let me see right here, because I'm going to post this and I want people to know about this. Let me see here. I have the flyer. I'm gonna make a little advertisement about it. But on the Saturday, June the 28th, 2025, of course, from 3 to 5:45 at the Arts and Technology Academy of Pontiac, ATAP. there will be the Pontiac primary mayoral debate, and that's going to be matter of fact. Let me see if I can grab this and put this on the board here. How can I? Yeah, I want to be able to. Yeah, I'm gonna show you guys. But anyhow, the mayoral debate for the city of Pontiac 2025 ATAP. I'm gonna put the flyer up though. Mayoral candidates: Gil Garrick, Mark Holland Sr., Mike McGinnis, Alexandra T. Riley, Deidre Waterman, Miss Deidre Waterman, and Kermit Williams. Those are the 6 candidates that's reporting for duty to go ahead and have this. Pontiac United is behind this sponsorship wise and putting it together with their expertise, and Oakland Ford, and I will be the broadcasting agent. Effigy Media Arts will be broadcasting it. I am going to actually put the flyer up if I can get this real quickly. See, my Facebook ain't working, so let me I'm gonna put this up real quickly. Hopefully I can get this, because all my stuff is discombobulated just a tad bit. I mean, my Facebook account, which I'll put stuff up for. Let's go to Google real quick, and it should be. Google has stuff soon as it puts up. Soon as you put a post up, Google archive it and put it in Google Images and everything like that. So let's see here. Let's see. Pontiac United debate. Tracy Hirsch is one of the ladies that's over it. The flyer, I can't get it. Let's see here. Let me see. I want to put it up. I wants to put it up. Oh well, I can't get it. But with that being said, I'm going to put some literature up probably in the next couple days. Friday night, tomorrow I won't be coming on, but Friday night I will be coming on, and then also the ladies from Being the Driver's Seats, Regina Woodard and Dr. T, will be also having Chris Jackson in the studio at Effigy Media Arts, the pod. He will be coming in to do an interview with Regina, the Queen of Carlones, and Dr. T on Saturday at 8 o'clock a.m. On Saturday, Chris Jackson, what is going for District 1 against Melanie Rutherford. So, the races are heating up. Things are getting to a point. But, I just really wanted to talk about these things going on right here. And, figure out what your opinion is with the immigration. I want to know what y'all think. It's not too much about what my opinion is with this. I really want to know what y'all feel and how y'all feel about this situation. You know what I mean? I really want to know. I know how I look at it. I would like to know how you think about it. So what I'm going to do at the moment, we got the phone line open. The phone line is open, 248-905-1128. 248-905-1128. Call. Let me know what you think. How you feel about this? How you feel about this situation in Los Angeles? Do you think how it's being handled is proper? How do you feel the state of the nation is at this point, going along with this? How do you feel about this whole situation right now? And it does affect overall us here, in the Metro Detroit area, in the Detroit area. This affects us here too. So I'd like to know what you think about what's going on with the LA riots, because this is the new form of it right now. It's getting downplayed a lot. It's getting downplayed a hell of a lot, quite honestly. You know, it's not really being shown what's really kind of going on mainstream news. They're showing it, but they're not really showing what's happening. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like what I'm hearing from a lot of people. What I'm hearing from a lot of people, quite honestly, is like, you know, they wrong for bringing in reinforcements, or they wrong for bringing in people to go ahead and stop the looting and stopping what's going on. You know, where quite honestly is unruly and it's crazy out there. Like, so do you expect the authorities to continue to let people go ahead? So I'm interested in knowing what you think. 248-905-1128. My opinion is one thing, but I'm wondering what you're thinking. Like I say, I'm seeing a lot of people, you know, around and about talking and got their opinions, but I would like to know, you know, what you think about this situation, you know, and is this really helping their cause? Because to me, all it would make me do is say, yep, you know what? It's time to get y'all out of here. That's what, you know, if I was in charge and I was in charge of the government and this and that, my resolve would become like, yep, it's time to get them out of here. This is not going to help. This is not helping them. And any sympathizers or any people that was sympathy for people that was illegal, you know, immigrants or whatever the case may be, this is making people dwindle in support when they see stuff like this, where you know, it's like, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? If you know you illegal, why are you out here rioting? If you know you illegal, what sense do that make? What sense do it make? Now, it makes sense if you was legal and you up there protesting. Ain't nothing wrong with protesting, but when you protesting and you know they after you, but it ain't that you protesting. It ain't the protest. You out there damaging, looting, and doing rioting and fighting. You think that's really gonna help you stay? All it did was just strengthen the resolve now. And quite honestly, I really think Governor Newsom and I think the Los Angeles mayor, I don't like to say it like this, but I feel like they're dummies. I mean, the way that they handled the Los Angeles fires and the way that they handled this is really terrible. Really terrible. You know? So it's like, you know, once you start damaging, you know, I really start thinking of stuff like I'm a business owner, you know, a small business owner. And just imagine if something like that happened in this area. A lot of people got businesses. They not going to be able to recoup. They're not going to be able to recoup. People go in there and smash and grab, take whatever, and this and this and this and that. They done. Their insurance probably ain't covering it or all of it. So a lot of people going to lose or lost their businesses and they can't even reopen from people that ain't even supposed to be here. And this ain't even a race issue, because I think people are making it a race issue. It's not a race issue. It's a law issue. You know what I mean? And a resource issue. There's a lot of money that was going into, you know, funding, doing, you know, having people here that probably shouldn't have, far as American citizens being able to have benefits. So it's like, you know, at the same time, you know, if you want to be here, come in the right way. It's a process. It ain't got nothing to, you know, and here's the thing too. Love Mexico, Venezuela, all these different countries. It ain't just Mexican and Latin people. It's not just, it's people from everywhere. They just at the forefront and being shown the most. But there's nothing wrong to love your country of origin or where you come from. Nothing wrong with that, in my opinion. You should love where you come from. But my opinion is like, why are you waving these flags in more or less of a rebellion way, and you trying to stay here, all I'm saying is make it make sense. That's all I'm saying. Make it make sense. You're not gonna win these battles. You're not, because I think the American citizen is not with this. And I don't believe I'm the unpopular opinion. Most people are really starting to think like this. But, I've been known to stand on my own a lot of times with my opinion and stand on the forefront and be like, I love common sense. I love common sense. And common sense tells us that this is a stupid thing. You know what I'm saying? Up there rioting. For real. For real. Now I see that it's spread also to Chicago, in different places. You know what I mean? Like, so this is ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous. If I went to another country, and I said this earlier, if I went to another country and did this, I'd be dead already. If I went to China, Venezuela, anywhere in Mexico, south of the border, if I went to UK, whomever, Africa, countries in Africa, if I went to these different countries and I did or acted like this as an illegal person if I went to another country and protested and did all that shit, I'd be dead. This is the only country you can do that. You can do this at. You know what I mean? You can freely protest, and you damn near can riot and tear up a whole city here in this country. But if I go to another country, anywhere in Mexico, anywhere in Africa, anywhere in Middle East, and I'd pull off any of this that they doing, which is not protesting, it's more of rioting, I've been dead. You can't, there's no way. Do you think I can go over to somewhere and have the American flag waving back and forth somewhere and not get shot while I call myself protesting? You think I can grab the American flag, go over to somewhere in Mexico, wherever? Think I can go over to wherever they at and protest some stuff I don't like, some benefits I'm not getting, or they trying to make me leave, and I can wave the American flag, and you don't think I'm gonna get locked up? I might be dead before locked up, because they don't play those games over there. We kind of allow that. So my thing is, they shooting themselves in the foot. They're gonna be deported. And quite honestly, a lot of the American citizens are for it at this point, because look, it's crazy. I know it's gonna split up families and break up families and things like that, and that's never positive. That's never good. Never, ever good. I don't advocate for breaking up families. I'm a great proponent to families. I love families. We need more of those types of things. But you can't do this shit nowhere else. You can come here and do it. You can come here and just do whatever the hell you want to. But we can't, we can't go other places and do that. That's what I'm saying. This is, we gotta figure out what we're doing here. But quite honestly, I think it's the right thing. Again, this is spreading in Chicago. So I'm gonna show some footage in Chicago here. Let's see what's happening in Chicago here. So it's getting crazy, and the summer just starting. And this, which is crazy, what's crazy about, this whole situation? Chicago gangs, you got the gangs in Chicago. Chicago is a very heavily infested gang community, just like Los Angeles. but the gangs don't even want them there. And and I'm not trying to say it like that, but for real, like it's throwing off the. They bringing too much. It's already violent in the first place, but the gangs that are coming from, put it like this: the gangs that's coming from the south of the border up here are creating more friction between the gangs that we already have here. It's like a powder keg, and the summer just beginning, and it's gonna get worse because at this point, the government is not gonna back down. The government is coming. ICE is not stopping. It's not gonna stop. So I don't really know where I see this summer going, at this point. I don't know if this is going to spread to other major cities, but we got Los Angeles, we got Chicago, we got some showings in New York. New York is a heavily immigrant city, but sanctuary cities. So let's look up who are the sanctuary cities that we have here. Because those are important to know who the sanctuary cities are. So let's look at see what are the sanctuary cities in the United States. Let's see what are the sanctuary cities, because I think the sanctuary cities is where we're gonna have the most problems, y'all. It's like it's gonna be a hot summer there, really, in the sanctuary. So let's see. Let's see what. Let's see who the sanctuary cities are, because I think that's gonna be the hot button this summer, wherever those cities are. So let's say, where are the sanctuary cities? There are some in Ohio, Colorado, Minnesota. Shit, hold on. I think it's sanctuary cities in every damn. It's sanctuary cities in every doggone state, pretty much. I think that city just has to involve pretty much, get some statutory type of regulation for being a sanctuary city. But let's see here. Colorado has a system of statutory cities or sanctuary cities. So it's a gang of them. It ain't even telling us what all of them are. But you should see, or look it up and just see if it's a sanctuary city near you. But I think that's, and if if the sanctuary city is near to you, look at the crime rate of that city and see, what's going on. If, because you might be impacted. I really don't know. Or we might be impacted. So overall, like I said, at the end of the day, y'all, it is a very, it's a very crazy time, and we kind of got to be ready. We can pray all we want to, but we also got to be ready mentally and physically to make moves if we can, if something happens, to protect our homes or protect each other, or however, or your property. So yeah, we just gotta get there. But now I'm about to move into a segment, y'all. I'm about to move into a segment called the TikTok. This is something that I was just messing with the other day. And I'm gonna go on TikTok here. And we're gonna see what's what's happening on TikTok. Oh, my man Gil. Now, Gil Garrett is running for mayor for the city of Pontiac. Let's see here. So we probably gonna talk to Gil one day, very, 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 very soon again. We haven't talked to Gil Garrett since he ran. Actually, a lot of people don't even know and understand. Gil actually announced his candidacy on Pontiac WYAC. He actually did. This is before Mayor Tim Grimel actually said that he wasn't going to run again. But Gil came on, and Gil actually announced it on here. I got the recording. So Gil Garrett is going to be running for the city of Pontiac mayor. Be on the lookout for that. There is a debate. Like I told you guys, the debate is, put that back up for you guys. Well, I'm going to have all this put up so you guys can possibly see it soon. I'm going to put a little advertisement out and everything like that. June 28th, it's going to be live on my page. Live on my page, Facebook, and on the Pontiac United, in the Pontiac United YouTube. So be looking for that.
People are afraid to be pried loose from their ignorance. Because they know their ignorance so well, they know it better than they know their body odors.
Ooh.
And if you say, come on, give up your ignorance, they get into that terrible position, terrifying position which Shakespeare talks about at the end of the soliloquy, Hamlet's soliloquy. They'd rather bear the ills they have than fly to others that they know not of. Thus conscience doth make cowards of us all, so they are cowardly.
I like that. All right. This is the TikTok segment right here. You know what I mean? We find some, good TikToks. We get to replay it. All right.
I'm just stacking up my checks, no Nike.
What?
Do the right thing. Fuck, I look like Spike Lee. You would never find a kid quite like me, so shut the fuck up. Can't say that nicely.
What?
Since a nigga on the road, call him dicey. Thinking that I want him cause he nice and he icy. Sorry boo, but the flex shit don't excite me. If I'm sucking off your straw, I want you sweeter than a Hi-C. Need a hype man, nigga come and hype me. Come and wake up all the people sleeping on my mic dream. But if not, I'll just hold on to it tightly. Nonetheless, think that I'm the best shit I might be. Better start ducking these bars cause they hit hard. I ain't like the hand I was dealt, so I flip card. Put them all on the table, hope that I get four. Know that life is a gamble, hope that I pick smart between the earth moon. If it was between the earth moon, Jupiter, Saturn, I picked Mars after the first tune. Picked up a habit like Nick Stars. Hand me the microphone and I pick it like mixed arts. And they told me to watch my tone because this is how shit starts. I don't wanna love you, baby, I just wanna mix parts. And I'm sorry if you've been broken, I no longer fix hearts. This shit's dark and it's wicked, you better know who to pick with. Stomach touching my ribs, eat up bitches like picnic.
Oh, we gotta listen to that again. She was spitting.
Do the right thing, fuck, I look like Spike Lee. You never find a kid quite like me, so shut the fuck up, can't say that nicely. Since a nigga on the road, call him dicey. Thinking that I want him cause he nice and he icy. Sorry boo, but the flex shit don't excite me. If I'm sucking off your straw, I want you sweeter than a Hi-C. Need a hype man, nigga come and hype me. Come and wake up all the people sleeping on my mic dream. But if not, I'll just hold on to it tightly. Nonetheless, think that I'm the best shit I might be. Better start ducking these bars cause they hit hard. I ain't like the hand I was dealt, so I flip card. Put them all on the table, hope that I get four. Know that life is a gamble, hope that I pick smart between the earth.
Oh yeah, she was spitting. Yeah, let's keep going on the TikTok train.
Hey guys.
Wholesale, walk around 12 to wow. Hey. Walk around 12 to
No.
Man boobs. Let me show y'all.
We just going through TikToks together. Let's see. That look good. I like that. I can try that.
Pontiac, Michigan.
We're gonna hold on. Pontiac, Michigan.
Welcome to Fill You Up Seafood Hut, located in Pontiac, Michigan, 45324 Woodward Avenue, in the parking lot of Avon Donuts. Our hours of operation are 12 p.m. to 9 p.m., Tuesday through Saturday. We will be closed Sundays and Mondays. We have some of the best seafood in the state of Michigan. Everything is cooked fresh to order, and everything is real and authentic. Hope to see you soon. Welcome to Fill You Up Seafood Hut, located in Pontiac, Michigan, 45324 Woodward Avenue, in the parking lot of Avon Donuts. Our hours of operation are 12 p.m. to 9 p.m., Tuesday through Saturday. We will be closed Sundays and Mondays. We have some of the best.
Hey, we got to get some of that.
If this bowl was mine. Hey, Roman noodles, put it on 3 minutes, make it hot. If this bowl was mine, I'd fill it with some noodles to the top. If this bowl was mine, I'd put some extra seasoning in the pot. Add a little bit of spice, now my mouth is on fire. Fire, 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 fire. Hey, Roman noodles, put it on 3 minutes, make it hot. If this bowl.
This lady popped up on my For You page yesterday, and she said when you post your content, do not post.
Two women?
So
We're just going through tickies.
wait a minute, where y'all been at? Why all my Detroit fam on TikTok now? Like, Detroit, do we have a TikTok? Do we have our own separate TikTok? Like, Detroit TikTok, speak up.
Nah, this summer we're done with the 5-inch.
Don't stop now, bitch. If I can't stop, you can't stop me. So bitch, don't try me. We true soldiers, we don't die. We keep rolling.
What are you doing?
We TikToking. Let's see what's happening. I'm gonna have to do me some TikToks, y'all.
Have you ever felt like your life was over, your business was dead, your money has
Mary
been
Evans.
stolen, your faith is stolen, your confidence? Have you ever challenged? Have you ever experienced anxiety, depression, because you don't know how your life could turn around? My name is Mary Evans. I'm your scalability detective. And that's why I'm so passionate to help others.
So if you have never seen the hidden message,
Okay, I'm up here messing up.
I want you to get this.
See what's happening.
Okay, y'all, so
Play huffing even more.
He tried to arrest me for saying this.
Let's. I'm probably gonna go to the live. See who messing around on live.
I said I'm sick and tired all these people saying names. And I don't want to die when they set the record straight. I gotta stay alive.
Oh, Delia. Oh.
because I'm blessed like that, 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 I'm blessed like that. It's because I'm blessed like that, 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 I'm blessed like that. It's because I'm blessed like that, 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 I'm bless
Why the
All
fuck
right.
is...
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Okay.
This right here is special. Me and my family are.
Uh-oh. Oh.
I wanna see you.
Oh. No.
It's just the authentic.
Oh, this is
It's
my
just
guy.
the authenticity.
This is my guy right here. He came to the pod. He played for the University of Minnesota. He came to the pod, did a couple of podcasts there, but he travels around and do this guy came to the pod and recorded a couple. Dior, my man. He's a real good guy.
I want to help you because you're an authentic person. We've been talking for many.
And he taking it serious too. He taking it serious. Like, I'm gonna tell you, I jumped into the podcasting game at the right time. You know what I mean? Like I really solidified a good little space for that and opportunity for people to come and have shows and do things and feel comfortable in a nice, safe environment. So I'm glad that I stuck to my mind. You know, people use it on a weekly basis, or to be a one-off. They come in and do something, and they may not come back for 2 or 3 months, but it's okay. You know what I mean? But yeah, I've had people like Dior come in, professional football players, University of Michigan, doctors, lawyers, a lot. So yeah, I'm enjoying the space that I created. Shout out to Dior.
Come on a podcast.
If you really from Detroit, born and raised.
Let's go through some more TikToks.
We run it. I got my people. We run it. The hottest people.
Do.
Fuck 'em up. Fuck 'em up. Fuck 'em up. Fuck 'em up. Get 'em black. Get 'em black. Get 'em black. Get 'em black. Fuck 'em up. Get 'em right. Tighten up. Get right. Get 'em black. Tighten up. Fuck 'em up. Get 'em right. Tighten up. Fuck 'em up. Get 'em. Fuck 'em up. Fuck 'em up. Get 'em black. Get 'em black. Get 'em black. Get 'em black. Fuck 'em up. Get 'em right. Tighten up. Get right. Get 'em black. Tighten up. Fuck 'em up. Get 'em right. Tighten up. Fuck 'em up. Get 'em. Fuck 'em.
Oh no.
Here go proof right here that all my affirmations over real beats. You on your shit, you on your shit. You the one, ain't nobody fucking with the fuck. Hype me up, hype me up, hype me up. I hype me up. I got 9 and 5 in the morning, 5 in the morning, 5 in the morning. Where would I be if we were to just fall apart? I can't stand the thought of losing you.
I'm about to be on some real murder shit, I'm telling you, man.
Yo, this is how I've been feeling lately, for real though. Right here, money making Mitch. I've been feeling like Mitch.
Whoever said any jealous bullshit about me is fucking dead.
That's how I've been feeling.
You understand what the fuck I'm saying? Hey, they're fucking dead, man. I don't give a fuck about nothing, man. I'm about to be on some real murder shit, I'm telling you, man. Any nigga that ever looked at me wrong owes me money or ever said any jealous bullshit about me is fucking dead. You understand what the fuck I'm saying? Hey, they're fucking dead, man. I don't give a fuck about nothing, man.
Big Low, come through, shut it.
What's happening, man? I wanted to see you. I wanted to talk to you on your man in your face. You understand me? I knew a few places you was at. I could have pulled up, but I don't think that was gangster. I wanted to come look you in your face like a man and tell you how I feel. Okay.
Yeah.
Once.
Now, this is one of the things that I was kind of annoyed at. I'll be honest with you. I ain't going to say that I don't like fun. But I was noticing during the graduations, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we be the ones that, I don't know, we do it. We do a lot, you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't want to be too much. Let's see here. Let's keep going.
Label told me not to drop a tape. Fuck. P.O. told me not to lead a
Percolator.
pretty girl.
I mean, actually, I saw a little bit of
Pretty girl. Prettiest girl I've ever seen. Girl, she might be the prettiest girl I've ever seen. Can I get your numbers? Pretty girl. Prettiest girl I've
Thinking, what else are you doing?
Who else was one? Yeah, it was one.
Donald Trump, man, he cold. He told the Mexicans, build a wall. I'm tired of you coming over here, build a wall right now. The Mexicans said, shit, we ain't building no wall, shit. Yeah, we're not building no wall. Build a wall so we can't come back over here? Shit. You see, they ain't built it yet. Because I know they wasn't talking about black people building that motherfucker. That'd have been a 30-year job. I can see brothers now. Yeah, you know I'm still down on the wall, right? I'm still down there on the wall, man.
But these last $2, I'm not gonna lose.
The smaller hometown.
So there we go. There we go with our little segment called the TikTok section. There'll be some interesting stuff.
Look, y'all.
They want to see you down. They don't like that nigga who's still smiling. You know, and I know that. So I gotta be strong for that too. I ain't finna let these motherfuckers think they got the best of me. Even if they getting the best of me. You know what I'm saying? Like
Strong will.
yeah, strong will, man. To let them you not breaking me, man. They want to see you down. They don't like that nigga who's still smiling.
I like that.
You know, and I know that. So I gotta be strong for that too. I ain't finna let these motherfuckers think they got the best of me. Even if they getting the best of me. You know what I'm saying? Like
Strong will.
yeah, strong will, man. To let them you not breaking me, man. They want.
One thing that helped take my small business from this.
A lot of people, if my old high school.
I'm gonna share with y'all a guy that I actually like watching, and you know, you might be like, "Yo, this dude weird, this dude funny," but I like watching this guy, and his name is Unc 607, and it's like Unc. He say a lot of things that actually make sense. You know what I'm saying? But he funny as hell though. I'm gonna play him for you. I like this dude for real. I like this dude.
No. You go to my house, you know. After they all been to my house, they check you for wires. Hold on, mama. So I like,
Hold on.
I see you got a new chain on.
I was saying chain, what was?
So that ain't the one that Grave Digger Quez took?
Come on, gang. Listen, gang. I keep telling y'all this. If you get your chain took, then you.
Hold on, what's that?
Want to speak on that?
I don't got. Hey, that's an old enough fuck you, mom. Listen.
This
Okay.
yo, this
You
dude
get
said
out
it
and
over.
you obviously-
No, I ain't just get out. They asked me that I want to get out, and I said yeah.
Okay.
You don't just get out. You gotta do something to get out.
So you say yes. You're released from prison.
Oh, gang, you keep going too fast. I ain't just get released. So I want everybody to know the truth. Know what you got to do to get out of that, right? I had to sacrifice my son, gang. But it's all good because I can have another.
All right.
Okay, so you had to sacrifice your son to get out of prison.
Swear to God on my mama. But I don't really trip off of it because, like, you can have.
Are you a crack addict? So, wait a minute. How old are you?
A lot of people think I'm from the hood.
So you could increase your.
What's up, man?
There.
Oh, thank.
But I think this dude is funny, y'all. You know what I'm saying? He funny. He funny than a mug to me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, tonight I just wanted to come on, y'all, just to get my feedback wet doing this. You know what I mean? It's been a little bit difficult as far as me timing and coming back on here and being dedicated to being on here regularly. You know what I'm saying? I always, as y'all know, I got so many doggone shows recorded and shows that's live, even when I was back there in this corner. But I'm going to start back bringing guests back on here real soon and, letting people know that I'm back on top. And it ain't nothing but a chicken wing. It's just that I just got to go ahead and start bringing people back on, and which I am going to be doing real soon, and having guests, let people know. And I got a couple people right now that's kind of just ready to be like, what I would say, co-host. I want to bring like some fresh, I want to bring, honestly, I want to bring like some fresh guests, some fresh people. I want to bring some fresh ideas, something that's different. And I'm going to be bringing that this summer. God willing, I'm going to be bringing some new ideas, some new fresh faces here that we can have some lively discussion, some lively debate, and we ain't gonna always agree. And then also I want to bring on here is we're gonna be talking about what I'm gonna be doing is bringing on here some people that actually do the type of work that I do, because I think a lot of people need to understand what this line of work that I do, what it consists of, what it entails, what it, how the ins and outs, understanding about it. I want people to understand the structure of how much it really actually costs to do a production, how much it costs to really have a cameraman, quote unquote a cameraman, but you're not just hiring a cameraman. You hiring somebody at the end of the day that's doing your media. And you can't expect somebody, which a lot of people do, they give you $200 or $300 and they expect $400 or $500, even $1,000. Some people will give you $1,000 and they expect that you give them $10,000 worth of work. I've seen it. And it happens with our people. And the messed up part about it, it happens a lot with people that have money or have resources. And so I kind of want to just talk about those things too. I want to bring those I want to bring those type of situations to the forefront prior as, talking about those things with people. I want to talk about those things with people that, that do the same work that I do, because we need to talk about pricing. And I want the mass and the people to understand how much it really costs to do these jobs or this type of work that I do. I think it's important for the community because everybody need it at this point. So, but yeah, I'm gonna bring in a couple of new fresh faces and some new conversation. Like I said, I got some people that want to come and be on. It's just that we just got to find out, make sure that, we can dedicate ourselves to it. But we're going to have some lively discussion. This was just a precursor. Had to get myself back on here, y'all. But we got some people. We're going to talk about the topics, y'all. We're going to talk the political stuff. We're going to talk about it. Local, and we're going to talk about political stuff, local and national. But we got some new faces coming in. Like I say, some new faces, some hot topic is going to get deep. heating, hot and heavy. You know, when I bring it, I bring it. You know what I mean? It's just that, you know, I had to take care of business. Overall, you know, everything is good. You know, God is good. But, you know, I'm ready to get back at it. The summertime. This is when I launched, honestly, Pontiac WYAC. I launched it last year around this time. You know what I'm saying? And it went through all the way up into election time. So now, election time, the national election. So I think it's only right that we really kind of start now again and go through the election time. Let's see what the comments say. What's up, Black Mama? Hold on, I'm going to grab my mouse. Put your comment up. Hey, on me. Yeah, you know, I be back and forth, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get a little consistency up in this joint. Mamba, I'm going to be coming on, but, you know, I'm like, the thing is, I love participation. I love crowd participation. I like to have people on, so I'm looking for a couple of new, you know, co-hosts rotating. You know what I mean? It could be regional, local, or international. It really don't matter. I know a couple of people, some are everywhere. You know what I mean? But you know, some new stuff. You know what I mean? Nazir. Yeah, no doubt, it's all love. But yeah, I want to bring, you know, some people on and have a good time, you know, and just talk, split screen, and have people so we can really get at it. Like I was doing, but you know, like I was doing last time. I just kind of, you know, just I'm really just thinking about, you know, I got a couple people in mind that want to, you know, be on the show, far as co-hosting and stuff like that. And trying to figure out what day I can really pin to do it. Because this summer so far, I've been so busy the last month or so. You know, I've been doing a lot of work within the city that I live in. You know, just been doing a lot. And I'm going to talk about that and showcase that. Excuse me. But yeah, so I'm going to, you know, come on. Even I ain't really even talk about the Diddy trial. I think Diddy probably gonna. I don't know. Some people think Diddy gonna beat the case. Some people think Diddy's gonna beat the case. Diddy got a hill to climb. I don't know. And what's crazy about the Diddy case, bro? Like, bro. Man, I gotta show you, man. Like, what's crazy about the Diddy case is this. I'm gonna show you what's crazy about the Diddy case to me. It's these dang on court drawings. Them damn drawings. I wish the Diddy case was like the OJ trial, where we was able to see what's going on in this joint, but all we got is drawings of Diddy. Like, and these ain't good drawings of Diddy. I'm gonna show you one. P. Diddy court drawing. It looked crazy. I'm like, yo, man. Yo. Check this out. Look at this, man. This is the type of stuff that they showing us for the court. Like, bro, I could... Yo, look at this, man. Yeah, like, dog, come on, bro. Hey, could you imagine seeing that on? Could you imagine being on TV? Could you imagine the actual, you know what I mean, court proceedings being on TV, like the OJ trial, and you saw that in person, that he turned around and gave somebody the hearts. Then they got little other drawings, you know what I'm saying? They got them looking like that. yo, bro, like these are bad drawings of Diddy. And you don't know which one to believe. And then here go another drawing of Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Like these drawings, look at this joint. They got Diddy looking crazy, bro. And you know what's the crazy part about it? Hold on, man. Let me see. They got Diddy out here looking crazy in these drawings, though. In one moment, they give a drawing, he got black hair. Next drawing, he looked normal. You know what I'm saying? But now, you know, I think now, you know, the black hair done wore off. Now he's just straight gray. He's straight gray. But it's crazy how they got Diddy out here looking now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, Pac dead, Big dead, Suge in jail. And Diddy in jail. I never would have saw this in 1996. I never would have thought this. You know what I mean? It's crazy just how life works and happens, right? It's crazy. But we got Diddy, you know what I mean? They got him looking crazy out here. For real. So I'm just trying, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to be probably even discuss the Diddy trial, and it's so much kind of going on, but, you know, I just wanted to kind of get back on tonight. You know, I've been, one of the other things I'm going to tell you guys that I really was working on is my setup, because I got a lot going on as far as technology right around it. You know, I got the phone where you guys can call right here. This the red phone. I got my encoder going in. I got a lot of stuff going on. And the reason, you know, that's been a little part of my delay. I think I got, sometimes my problem is I have too many ideas, y'all. And not enough time. I have a lot of ideas and not enough time. So, yeah, thank you. I appreciate that, Black Mamba. It's like I have a lot of, I'll keep that comment up. I like that. I have a lot of ideas and not enough time. For real, for real. But you're right, and I'm going to elaborate on the being resourceful. This computer right here that I'm working on right here, I got a dilemma. This the dilemma, y'all. The dilemma is this. This is I'm going to tell you, this is really what's been kind of holding me up from doing the show a lot on a more consistent basis. This is one of the real reasons. I say this is 80%, 70 to 80% of the real reason. It's because my main computer that I have, that I use, my main computer that I use for editing, for work, my main computer is upstairs. And that's what I use to work. That's what when people got projects and people hire me to do stuff freelance, that's my computer, my Mac Mini. Okay? And I can move it up and down and bring it down here and this and that, but I kind of don't want to. I like things to be stationary. So that's where my main computer is. It's for work. I don't want to do my streaming on that computer. So my main computer is upstairs. I don't want to move it. Then my other computer that's very capable is at the office. And that's where I run the pod, my business. So I have a main computer here at home that I work on, as far as people need me to do stuff, hire me to do stuff. That's my main computer. It's fast, strong, boom. I have another computer at my office, which is fast, not as strong, but it's fast, and it handles everything in the podcast studio. I don't want to bring it back and forth. So this computer right here is one of the older computers that I have, which is my son was using it for a while, and this is a 2002 13 computer, MacBook. Now, I can do everything that I kind of want to do, but I can't on this computer. So what I've been doing over the last couple of months is really trying to configure this thing. I'm putting this with that and this and that with this, trying to make this computer to work the way that I really want it to work for my stream. Before, when I was doing Pontiac WYAC last year and later into the year last year, I was bringing my computer back and forth from the office all the time. And I got to the point I was getting so busy there and doing other things that I could not bring that computer back and forth like that. So I just left it there. And plus, I like things to be stationary. That way, when I go to the office, my computer is set up. If somebody needs to come, hey, yo, can we do a session? Boom, the computer's already set up. I don't have to do it. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hey, man. Hey, on me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm in a dilemma right now because, y'all, I'll be cheap, man. I'm cheap. And Nas, would you do me a favor, dog? Would you warm my coffee up for me? My son Nas down here gonna warm my coffee up. So yeah, watch it. Make sure it don't get on here. When you come back around this way. I don't want to get over the yellow box. But so my thing is I really need to buy a streaming computer directly. This is, like I said, this is a 2012 or 13 MacBook. Like it could do, it's like, this is like an office computer at this point. It's not a computer I should be streaming on. The last time I did a stream, for real, and I had guests, yeah, that's my boy Nas. He's the good son, godson, yeah. Last time I had a guest on here, and they came on, and I was using this computer. They was like messing up, and it wasn't them. It was the computer. So I've been looking at a computer, y'all, but I'm so cheap, and I be feeling like, I don't know if y'all be feeling like this. Like, since I work for myself, I'm dependent on contracts that I get, and mainly, I'm telling you, guys, been real good. Like, the city of Pontiac has been really, really, really good to me. I've been working on a couple of campaigns, but far as, contracts this year, city of Pontiac has really been good to me, and I'm very thankful. I love the city of Pontiac, and I do what I can, do my best for the city of Pontiac every time they call on me. I'm trying to work with Oakland County. I'm trying to make that connection with Oakland County. I got some really big things coming up throughout the year as far as contractual work and stuff like that. I want to get another computer, but I'm halfway scared because, see, I like to maximize and get everything out of what I have already. And then if I'm like, yo, I don't want to spend this money because if something happened, this black swan, so I want to get another computer, y'all. I really do. That's what's been kind of holding me up, is because I've been trying to configure this computer to be like my other computers, and I really just can't do it. So in order for me to actually get this computer to stream like I want to, I have to hook up other stuff to it. I'm hooking up this right here. You guys can't see it. Let me go up here. Okay. You guys can't see it. I'm hooking up right here. This is a YOLO box. This is a streamer or an encoder. Now I use this when I'm like somebody contract me to go do live streams outside or mobile. I can take this thing, as you see the wires coming out. Thank you. I take this thing right here. This thing has made me so much money. So much money. This thing right here got me through the summer last year. You know what I mean? This thing right here, it didn't pay. So basically, I don't really want to use this to hook this up at home in my home studio. This is just to be really dedicated to be used for projects. I bring it out and use it on scene, on, like live, this allows me to do live outside, live at any location. Thank you. Yeah. So it's like I do, and I try to maximize everything that I have, but I need and I want another computer. But I don't want to say that I'm scared, but quite honestly, y'all, I'm kind of scared to buy another computer because it's like, it's just that, the computer that I want is going to be like $1,000, $1,200. So what I was going to do is get that computer, get a new computer, which is the M4 Mac Mini, and put that in my space, my room, or where I do my editing, all my client work, and take the computer that I got upstairs, bring that down here, and that'll solve all of my issues, for real, like computer-wise. That's most of the reason why I haven't been coming live, is because I have been spending so much time. I've been spending so much time trying to figure out my computer situation. And all I really got to do to solve that is just buy a doggone another computer. I mean, I have the money to do it. It's just that I don't know. I just be like, do I really want to spend it? Because I guess it's other stuff I need. And I'm addicted to saving money. Every little piece of money that I get, I try to do what Shaq say. Shaq say, put up 80% of what you make. Now, I ain't got Shaq money, so I can't put up 80%. But every little piece of money I get, I always try to save, and I ask myself, do I really, really, really need it? Would you say it's a good practice and lesson? Let me see. You say it's a really good practice and lesson, probability of damaging things, moving them around. Absolutely. That's what you just said. That's what you just said. That's what I'm worried about. Unhooking and putting things up and down, bringing here and there and this and that. The probability of damaging in transit, it's just too much. So I want to buy another computer. I really do. I know which one I want. I want to get the new M4 Mac Mini and bring my other Mac Mini down here. And then I could really run it then, you know what I'm saying, and just use the new Mac, the new M4 as my editing machine, because the stuff that I'm the stuff that I'm doing now with editing far as people, I'm going to need a better computer, like with these new AI features and animation and stuff like that. The computer that I have is already good upstairs that I do editing on. Let me put this up. But I know I'm going to need the newest stuff. You say you feel that they always coming out with new computers every week, but you are a businessman. You aren't just buying it just because. You're right. And you're right. So that's why, like, even look right here, I'm stuttering. Like, I'm about to move real. I know I'm about to look silly as shit. But look, I'm kind of late. It's like my mouth is off with the words, like, and that's due to because the computer is not fast enough, really. So I'm using this computer because it's here. It's still like a good office or a word processing machine. I could do some little things with it, but this is not the computer I should be streaming on. And really, this is what has been kind of holding me up a little bit. I love doing my show, but you know what I'm saying? So I've been trying to, yeah. But you haven't noticed? I have. It's an investment to it, right? Let me see here. But I got a hook. And the reason, I'm going to tell you, the reason why, and Mamba, the reason why right now is actually running smooth a little bit is because I'm not having this computer do too much of anything. I got to hook this up. In order for this computer to run smooth, I got to hook this up to it. I got to hook this up to it, and I got to run all my shit through it. I gotta have them, like usually, like how I bring up screens and all this other stuff. Like I gotta do all of that through this thing here in order to do this. Where before, when I use a capable computer, I can do all of that stuff within the computer itself. I don't have to have this hooked up. I can pull up screens, pull up a whole websites and all that, and run everything through the computer, and it saves space. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it's really just me just getting on there and putting the money on the wood, you know what I'm saying, and go ahead and just buy the doggone computer. For real, I'm like, I mean, what's the wait? You know what I mean? I just don't like spending money. Like I'd be feeling like something gonna come up and I shouldn't have did it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but quite honestly, I probably should just go ahead and get it. And then because the stuff that I'm gonna be doing editing wise, and like when I shoot video for clients, I don't shoot in 4K anymore. You know what I mean? I'm shooting all the client work that I do, and a lot of the work that I do, I'm shooting it in 6K. You know, and opportunity to shoot in 8K with a lot. So I'm gonna need a beefier computer anyway. So it's like, you know, should I just go ahead and just buy this computer? And I'm gonna tell you right now, you're gonna laugh at me when I tell you how many computers I have in this house. How many computers all together that I have in this all together. I got this. It's a MacBook right there. So that's 2 computers. Son, computer over there, computer over there. So there's 4 computers. I have 4 computers down here in my lab. You go upstairs to my living room. I have 2 computers up under the. Got 2 computers up under the. 3. 2 computers in the living room. 1, 2, 3. 3 computers upstairs. You know what I'm saying? So that's like 9 or 10 computers. Then I got like 10 computers, but they're old. You know what I'm saying? Like they old. I just save a lot of stuff, and I try to make a lot of them work. And those computers are not laying around, but they're computers that will be used hopefully in the future. Like when I have a bigger office, I'm gonna have secretaries and people working, and they can use those computers. Those computers are going to be put to use. They're just not production computers. You know what I'm saying? They're not computers that I can use to do stuff like this. You know what I mean? They're not computers that I can. So out of all those computers that I have, which is around 12, 12 computers, out of those, no, I say out of my computers, I'm saying 12 in the household. But as far as all the computers that I have, which is personally, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 computers that I have, 2 of them are capable, and 1 is at the office that lives there. I don't want to take home, and the other one is my editing computer, which is strictly for that. And I do also have a brand new or up to date iPad, which. Yeah, you can. Relocation opportunities, yes, you can. You definitely can. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how the Lord is going to open and make things come to fruition, but I know he's going to make it an opportunity where I can have people. And that's one of the goals, too. I have, I employ my sons here and there throughout XYZ. They help me with a lot of things. But I want to, give people opportunity. I just want to be able to change 1 or 2 people's lives through an opportunity that I'm able to give. And I know God will bless me with that before, I check out of here. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, I call that into existence. and gives some nice money too. You know what I'm saying? And not only have you come, but actually makes, you know, something substantial, something that can make a difference, you know. But yeah, so like I say, the computers that are actually workable, far as one is like at my office, it lives there. I don't want to bring it home. I have an iPad that the iPad is something that I edit on the iPad here and there. I could do stuff with that. You know what I mean? But, you know, the iPad is different from a computer. For real. Like, you can do stuff, but you can't do stuff. It's kind of like, you know, it's an iPad. And then I have the one that's here that I edit on. So instead of keep repeating myself, you know what I'm saying? I think you get to, whoever listening, I think you get the gist of it. So I'm like, maybe it's time to go ahead and just do it. I'll just be scared to spend money. And so what I do is I just spend a lot of time trying to figure out, I spend a lot of my time trying to figure out how to make work with what I already have. You know, like I got a gig coming up soon, and I got a gig coming up soon, and I'm like, should I buy this other camera? And I'm like, why? I had to really sit down and think, like, why would I have to buy another camera? I already have 7. You know what I'm saying? Well, I could buy this camera, and it'd be sometime in your head, but I already got everything that I need. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to buy anything, you know what I mean, to accomplish what I'm doing. But sometimes, you know, sometimes you do need to upgrade. There's nothing wrong with upgrading your car. Okay? There's nothing wrong with if you got it, you're working hard, and it's going to make you money. Your car is making you money. Your car, if you can afford to get another car and you can afford the car note and be sensible, get it. Go ahead and get it. You know, you work hard for it, and that is going to help you make money. A dependable car. You know what I mean? But sometimes it's necessary to upgrade, even if you got one of that thing already. Sometimes, you know, it ain't not what upgrading, hold, and keeping on. Just because you upgrade don't mean you have to sell it, right? You can upgrade and keep what you have, and if something happened, you got one in a bird in the hand. So it's like there's nothing wrong with upgrading sometimes, but as far as what I do is I really try to maximize what I have already. And then when I get to the point where I feel like I can't upgrade any further, that's when you say humble and you aren't wasteful. That's a beautiful thing. You know what it's for. Upgrades are needed to stay up to date and on top of your game. This is work. People don't realize so goes behind the scenes. You deserve this upgrade. Do you? Yeah, I do. I think I do. I know I don't think I do. 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 It's just that, you know, I take care of so much, you know what I'm saying, that I just be, you know, sometimes I just be wondering if it's the right thing to do, you know what I mean? Like, so that right there, folks, is the reason why, pretty much. Why I don't really come as consistent, because I'm trying to figure out how to make this thing work smoother and better and I got to hook all this stuff up that really I wouldn't have to do if I had what I needed and as a permanent fixture. And then I can move, you know, if I get the new computer, like I say, I can move the computer that's upstairs. I can move that down and let that be my streaming computer. And also when I want to get some work down here, I can, or, you know, I can, you know, because off this computer, really, I can't do any work. I can do this, maybe take a Zoom call or something very minimal, but I really can't do any, like I say, work on this one. Yeah. Hey, okay. You putting the pressure on the you putting the P in pressure now. Yeah. So I'm gonna give it a little bit more thought, and we might go ahead and do that. But oh yeah, I'm getting a little. I don't know if I'm just getting old. Shit, I'm tired. This is the third time I done yawned. But I'm probably gonna go and watch the game, or the rest of the game anyway, and see what happened, and probably price out something, and probably you know, see where that lay, and you know, if I can figure something out. Because also, not only that, see, here's the other thing that comes with. Here's the other thing that comes up with upgrading also. The other thing, okay, here go the what's the name right here. I'm about to give you the number right here. I'm about to put the number up. The other thing about upgrading is accessorizing. So once you upgrade, it's like getting a new car. You get the new car, you want to get seat covers. Now you got to get the foot. You got to get your flavor footrest, or you got to get the extra stuff to go in the car. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's now like you're just not getting a new car. You're just not getting something new. You're getting a whole bunch of extra stuff that go with the upgrade. So that's the problem with the upgrade, because I know once I get the computer, which is going to be $1,000 to $1,200 roughly after tax, it's going to be an Apple computer. It's going to be the Apple tax on the joint. Then after I get the computer, then I got to get the new. Then I'm gonna have to get a monitor. Now I got this old monitor here. This is good, but I'm gonna need a monitor to sit right here. Here we go. Can you hear me? Hold on one second. All right, can you hear me?
I can. Hi, Asante.
Hey, what's happening with you, lady?
Just got done cooking late, but it is what it is. How art thou?
Thou art blessed. How shall
I just heard you talking about accessorizing.
Man, accessorizing is what get your ass. You know how it is.
That's where all the extra. That's where it comes with. It's it's no different. You get a new phone, you gotta
coordinate.
Screen protectors. You gotta get case covers and all kind of extra stuff.
Yeah, you gotta coordinate.
So
you know what I'm saying?
a computer, definitely.
Yeah.
You need covers for those too. My MacBook is covered as best as it can. Like even the keyboard has like a cover that goes on it.
You got to get all new mouse, and if it don't come with the one you like, you know what I mean. You got to do some extra.
And you got to get the color you want. You got to color coordinate.
Yeah, coordinate. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying.
But that's okay. That's okay to do sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Look at it as a splurge, but one that you gonna recoup. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Expeditiously.
Yeah.
You will recoup that. It's not a loss. It's a gain. It's an investment.
Right. It is.
But I keep hearing you hedging, and indecision is no decision.
Right. Yeah. I'm just being
You got
honestly.
some clarity. Pray on it.
But I'd be scared to spend money. For real, you don't know how scared I am.
Life is short. You know that. Money
right.
come and go.
It do,
It
don't it?
comes and it goes, and
but money
it's
attract
not
money
your
though.
source.
Money attract
That's
money
true.
though. So you be
And you got
running.
to spend money to make money, don't you?
Yeah, you do. Who made that up?
I don't know. I don't
It
know,
sound
but it's
good.
just, it's our culture. It's ours. It
I
belongs
know,
to us.
I know a lot of niggas that be spending money. They don't be broke as hell. They don't be having none for real. Be bumming it.
You right about that.
Yeah, it sound.
You right about
It's one of
that.
them
But
sound good.
you're gonna get it back.
Yeah,
It definitely sounds good, but it looks better in practice.
it do, don't it? Yeah. But honestly, what I'm saying is, honestly, that's what kind of been holding me back a little bit because, like you said,
Yeah.
I don't like taking shit apart and bringing it here and bringing it there. I like to set things, let them have their let them have their home. You know what I mean? But
I'm laughing because, as a mom with multiple rooms in a house, bathrooms gonna have their own individual cleaning supplies. We're not moving cleaning supplies from bathroom to bathroom.
Right.
Look,
We gotta
it's
have
not just convenience.
Right.
It just makes sense. It's backup as well, so that if you ever don't replace what you got, you got some somewhere else in the house.
True that.
So it just makes it's good sense. This
Right.
is good business practice. That's all.
Yeah, absolutely.
Start looking, change your perspective, change your world.
Uh-huh.
So once you look at it as not being scared or, spending wastefully or anything unnecessarily, change your perspective. This is a business investment. This is what this is for. This is what it's going to do. Speak life over that computer before you get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How you been? Let me say, you preaching to me. Well, how you been?
You're preaching to you today.
Yeah. How you been?
I'll do it. I'm well. I just published my book. Pre-order is live, Santi. I believe I sent you a link, but I'm very excited.
How much is
Nobody else is. I am.
How much is it?
The ebook version is $6.99.
I'm gonna get it when I
I'm
get
waiting
off.
for the softback version to go live, so that should go live within the next 24 hours or so. It should be up on my product page on Amazon. And
I get it when I get off the
that'll
phone.
be for.
Well, get off when I get it when I
Yeah.
get off tonight.
I appreciate
Send me the link.
that.
Send me the link.
Look.
And make sure you do it again.
If you want to read it in advance and be one of my ARC readers and be ready to give me a review on the 17th, that'd be awesome too. I'm coming in ranked on number 30th.
Hey, let me ask you.
I'm loving it.
Let me ask you this: have you thought about? I think we mentioned this, or I think we did talk about this. But didn't I say something about audio book to you?
I do audiobooks.
So
I'm a
this,
voice actor.
I didn't really know that.
13 years.
So are you gonna?
I've
do
already
audiobook?
completed one audiobook.
So is this one
I
gonna be
am
one too?
going to do an audiobook for this.
Okay.
It is, but like you, I'm in that same predicament where this was spirit led. This book was done like in a matter of weeks. It's 248 pages, just put together. It was definitely spirit led. So, but I got a podcast. I got the Kings Unchained season that was on pause because I poured everything into this book. I got the voice acting. I'm on contract to narrate another book, and I got to get started on that. And like you, there's just so much I want to do. And we spread ourselves thin trying to do everything all at once, and then nothing gets done or gets done not only efficiently but properly. And then enters the frustration and the self-doubt, all that negative self-talk and the toxic things. So I'm trying to stay ahead of the game like you.
Yeah, but hey, long as you staying busy, because people like ourselves, if we ain't got nothing to do, we gonna kind of go crazy. So it's like it's
you cut out on me.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
I heard people like ourselves.
I like people like ourselves. If we don't have nothing that we're busy doing, we can kind of go crazy. You know what I mean? We need to have a project to do, or we'll be in our own head about what's not, about whatever and whatever was going on with us. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad you got projects.
Yeah.
I'm glad you got some things going on that's keeping you busy and
they
productive.
keep me sane.
Yeah.
Not that, it helps keep me sane. There's a lot going on in the world, and just being able to focus on things of substance. You know, I'm not just out here creating willy-nilly. You know, I'm very community minded. I love community. I love people. Everything that I do is for community. And yeah, it can be difficult when I'm not creating. Now that I found and fell into the creation rabbit hole, that's what we were born to do, to create. I can't imagine living the rest of my life not creating. You know, I feel like I'm going to be creating to the day that I die in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
So it definitely drives me mad if I'm not, you know, doing anything, because I feel like I'm wasting my time, you know?
Yeah. You got to have, I mean, and that's, you know, that's what you're here for, to create something, and or you know what you're here to create. That's the good part about it. A lot of people spend their lives and they don't know really what they here to do. You know, and that's a great thing, knowing what
or
you're
they
here to
know
do.
And they just refusing too.
And you know what?
You
I
know,
I hate when
we
people
talk ourselves out of things just as well as we talk ourselves into it.
Yeah. And you know, I hate when people are like that. You know, they know what they want to do, but they scared to pursue it, or they scared to embark on it. Like, and then they wonder why they're in the position that they're in. You know, I call it waiting on waiting. That's what my dad used to say to me. You waiting on some shit to happen that's not gonna happen because you ain't putting forth effort for it to happen.
Right. It kind of reminds me, thinking, I'm sorry about the mom references, but thinking of little children, toddlers, and when they first start walking and how scared they are, but they're so resilient. Like, kids have no fear. Somewhere along the way, along this line, just with the world and our experiences and everything that we've seen, we've become more fearful.
Yeah.
You know, we're not willing to step out there on faith, that belief in ourselves, that this determination. Have you seen the determination on a toddler face when they're trying to reach for something, get something, stand up or walk? They are determined to get it done and to do it. And, you know, I don't know. Somewhere along the way we lost that, and trying to find it back can be difficult, but it's necessary and it's vital that we do, so that we aren't here indecisive about upgrading a computer to do what we need to do.
It's just
if I need you back home consistently.
But you know what? Fear is a learned behavior. Just like, you know, it's just a learned behavior, because you see, I mean, you really made me think about that. Well, you know, toddlers, when you're a baby, it's real crazy. Like, when I was super young, I remember when I was 1 and 2 years old, and I really wasn't scared. I wasn't afraid of shit. But you know, as I got older, the older I got, I started picking up fears. You know what I mean?
We got awareness. You know,
awareness. Yeah.
You started being aware. When you're a child, you don't have that awareness of danger or harm. Even when you fall and hurt yourself, it don't keep you from trying again. You know, whereas we fall and we get hurt, and it's going to prevent us from ever trying again. Some people never do.
So is
simply because of that fall.
Is awareness good?
I think awareness is a beautiful thing. It's necessary. You have to be aware of things before you can acknowledge them, and you have to acknowledge them before you can accept them, you know? And once you move on to that acceptance, that gives you the opportunity, you know, with awareness. That awareness that just adds to your toolbox, like with discernment. You know what I'm saying? Is being aware.
Well, let me ask you this, because I'm thinking of the Bible. Adam didn't know he was naked. He wasn't aware of it. He only was aware of it after he did some shit he wasn't supposed to do, right? They didn't realize they were naked. You know what I mean? But they became aware after the fact. So awareness is right. Awareness is not. So what?
It's what you do with that awareness. It's what you do with that awareness once you become aware, you know, of something. What do you do in that moment of awareness? That's when you're battling the flesh then. You know what I'm saying? And that's when you have to stand on your morals, your values, your ethics, your principles, and that's just that mind over matter, you know?
Right.
That's what comes with that free will. Right. You know, once you became aware, you had that free will now to choose. So you got to make good choices.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
No. Hey yo.
But I just love
You on
listening to
time.
you, and I will call in. I will.
No, you on time. I mean, I just paused for the cause because I paused because I'm just in a thought-provoking stage right now. You know what I mean? Like where I'm in, right now I'm doing a lot more listening than talking sometimes.
In that position, then I'm happy. That's the highlight of my day.
Yeah.
Then, because we should all be trying to do something that gets us thinking, gets our brain working,
right,
gets ourselves moving towards something positive, some type of resolution. So think about that. Put those pros and cons on paper if you're a visual man.
I absolutely
you know what I'm
will.
saying?
I will.
Mark that list out and see why it balances more so on the positive side than it does the negative.
Right. And I'm gonna take your advice. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going. Even if it's something that's trivial as a computer, it's just in the long run, it's a microcosm of what life totally is. You weighing out stuff.
It's a lot of money. Those things are a lot of money. It's not something you can just, unless you got it like that, you just gonna go out there and buy. The fact that you're considering all angles and options and checking yourself about why you need this computer is a good thing. And I haven't heard anything in your reflections that says otherwise.
Yeah. It's just that honestly, I really want to get back to being more consistent, but that is one of the roadblocks. I think. And at the end of the day, materials can't really stop you from doing whatever you want to do. You're going to do it with damn near nothing if you have it. But it's going to get done. It's going to get done, but the convenience of it will help. I just don't want to get it and then be sitting and be like, well, shit, and then I got the computer and I still ain't doing shit. You see what I'm saying? So it's like,
then hey, treat yourself to that trial. That return trial then.
Yeah,
I'm sure you know all about warranties and having your things in order, and you might have a dedicated space maybe to where you enjoy getting your electronics.
Right.
So
okay.
If that's the case, then barter with yourself. Then say, hey, I'll give myself X amount of days until this return policy to see if this is really beneficial, and if it's not, clean it, return it.
Wow, you sound like an Apple salesman. You don't work at the Apple store, do you?
That's funny. Look, Apple, if you hear this, I do voiceover. Give me a call. Let me be your new Siri. Let me bring some rhythm to Siri.
For real though.
Okay.
Well, when the next time? So I guess I'm gonna get out of here. But when the next time you gonna be on, or have I missed you?
Well, you probably missed me because I do share. But I know you've had things going on. You've been a busy man. Congratulations on those contracts. I really love the addition of the bike helmet camera.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Being able to see that back there, I think that's so dope. I see so many directions you can take with that, like just ideas that just, and I love brainstorming for other people, but Kings Unchained is, season 2 has started. It's available. I'm into my 2nd episode. This last one with Derek Jones, a relationship coach and healing and growth coach on Black love, unfiltered, and just the state of Black love, modern dating, and generational trauma that comes behind all of that, and how we get back to loving each other. So it's available on all digital streaming platforms of your choice. And you know how to find me, Mamba Ron Unfiltered Podcast.
Bet. Look at you. You got it all together. Make me feel like
you make it so easy.
You make it so easy.
When you're comfortable talking to who you comfortable talking to, it's just like you said, it just flow like butter. You ain't gotta think,
Right.
You ain't gotta prepare. You can just be off the cuff, and it still roll like it's supposed to.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you making me comfortable to do so, and having me for this brief moment before you go.
Yes,
I do, and hope you enjoy the game tonight.
I do enjoy you when you come on, so I appreciate you. And I'm gonna
check me out.
I sure will. Send me that link once more, and I'm gonna go check out your book.
Oh, Okay. I appreciate you so much. You have a wonderful night. And
Yes,
I'm going
ma'am.
to catch you again here soon.
All right, ma'am.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Good night. All right. So we're going to end there on a positive note. I appreciate her for calling, and I appreciate anybody that listen and watch and all that great stuff, you know. Boy, and listen to my rant about, you know, trying to get the take that off. But anybody that listening, you know, about my little rant about that. But I will be coming back on Friday. I'll make it a point, even if it's short term, you know what I mean? Just come on. But other than that, y'all, I hate to yawn and keep yawning, shit. But for some reason, you know, it's time to get off. I'm yawning. But be looking for me more consistently. I'm thinking about really just go ahead and buy, you know, another computer so I can bring the setup that I want to, bring it down here and, you know, have things running the way that I want them to, and go from there. So with that being said, y'all, I will get with y'all and this Friday. You never know. Might be ain't gonna be tomorrow. Get to talk to you too. Let's see here. I'm going to get my rest. With that being said, y'all, I appreciate you. This Sante, before I let you guys go, I guess give you some introspective here real quickly. And put that up. It's been real, I guess, you know, I don't know. I have my days, y'all, like for real. I have my days where, you know, like I say, I'm one of the other reasons why it's a little difficult to come on is because I got really all of my mom's stuff in front of me, like all the stuff that I could salvage. Like I said this before, but right in front of me, like right where my hand is pointed is where most of my mother's stuff is. So it's been kind of hard. That's another thing. It's been kind of hard to come down here in the basement, went to the lab because this is where all of her stuff that really, like I say, I am the keeper at this point of everything that's probably really important to my family on the maternal side. Everything, all the pictures, pretty much, yeah, all the pictures. My grandfather's, her father, American flag from his funeral, some things on my dad's, my father, all the stuff that matter. One of the things that I didn't get from my mother's apartment, which a lot of stuff was left behind. I just couldn't take it all. But I took everything that I felt was going to be generationally important. But let me see. I tried to go back into my mother's apartment the day after they said, you know, they were locking the doors or whatever. And one thing that I hate that I did not grab was her blessed oil. And I was walking past it every day, really almost for a week while I was trying to clean out everything. She put that stuff on everything. She put it on her steering wheel. She put it on, you know, she put it on everything. I don't know. She rubbed it on her knees if your knees wasn't feeling good, or it was some olive oil, but it was blessed. She was, you know, she kept that type of stuff. So that was that's really the thing that I hate that I missed. You know what I mean? That I tried to go back in there and grab it, and they locked the doors, and I couldn't get in there. But I got everything pretty much that's generationally important to family, quote unquote. So I'm really the keeper. I never imagined, like, if I don't know, man. Like I'll be thinking, like, if I can go back and to the 5, 6, 7-year-old Sante, the 4 or 5, and just say, did you know when you get grown or older, you're going to be the keeper of all the things that were really important to your family? I mean, I got stuff that is my great-grandmother, my great-great-grandmother. Stuff that, you know, my brother and sister actually walked past and didn't even pay attention to. I grabbed. And if I didn't get those things, they had been gone forever. Like, it's only a couple things, like my great-grandmother, we called her Mom. And if I didn't grab, like, my grandmother's hat, like, it was just being, if I didn't grab her hat, or I didn't grab this or that, it had been gone forever. If I didn't get my grandfather's American flag, it'd have been gone. You know, and I feel like in a way, I don't know. I feel like, in a way, it was supposed to be like that. You know, that I ended up with the stuff that really mattered the most. So everything that really mattered the most is right here. And I'm in possession of the heirlooms, you know what I'm saying? The real heirlooms. The things that really only matter. I'm in possession of it. And you know, it ain't nothing expensive. It ain't no money attached to it. It ain't even about that. It's the stuff that really 70 years down the road, what I have right now in this basement with me, 70 or 80 years, 90 years down the road, if the world is still going on or however it go, what I have in my possession is the only things that will matter in my family. And I'm in possession of it, you know what I'm saying? So when I come down here, that's like another reason why it's kind of weird. Like my son got like my mother's piano, like he does music. So she had a piano in her room, and you know, he uses it now. Like he hook it up to his computer. Like she has one of them long, it's like one of them long boys, you know what I'm saying? So, and she used to call him. And they'll practice sometimes, you know. So that was really like a lot of the hard part of coming down here too. Like just trying to get back, you know, into my rhythm. So, but it's kind of hard when I got everything looking at me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but it really ain't. It's not tripping me out. You know what I mean? But it's like a reminder sometimes. Like sometimes when you don't see something, you're not. I ain't gonna say triggered. I guess that's a word that people use. You're not as. But the more you see it, the more you are. But I'm used to it. A little bit being there now, it's not really bothering, it's not spooking me out or nothing like that. But to be honest, like I say, at the end of the day, everything that really matters, everything that really, pretty much, really, really, really matters, to my maternal side of the family, pretty much I'm in possession of. And that's pretty much primarily like pictures, you know, pictures, a lot of writings and, you know, little things, you know, trinkets, important trinkets and stuff like that. So, but that's kind of where it's at. So that's kind of just kind of keep me, you know, that has kind of kept me in trying to, you know. So today was an obstacle. I'm gonna be straight up with you. Today was an obstacle. The last couple of days have been kind of, you know. You know, it's just kind of, you know. So I'm, like I said, I'm trying to get back to me, you know. And, but I said, you know what? Let me get down here today. Let me go ahead and come on down, even though the computer ain't really working the way I want to, whatever the case may be, whatever. Let me come on down, do the show. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about some immigrants. I'm going to talk about some bull, whatever. I really don't care. But I just, you know, I was like, what do I like doing? You know what I'm saying? I had to ask myself this. I'll tell you, you know, what do you like doing? And this is what I thought. This is what I like doing. You know, I mean, you know, I like, you know, I like getting on. I like showing people what I know how to do. I like people seeing what I know how to do so they can ask me, how you do that? And I can help them or whatever the case may be. You know, I'm a technology, I'm a nerd, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to this type of stuff. And I love this as part of me, you know what I mean? I've been doing a show, quote unquote, doing a show for, I've been doing a show for really almost 7 years. And it's always funny because like when I do the show, I got used to her calling me. And I even said, oh, this is my mom, or my mother calling. So I got, you know, I'll be on the show. And it is one of the things I said, I'm gonna get on off. One of the things I said, I remember, I was like, I'm gonna put my mom on the show. And I called my mom by her name. I said, Marilyn. I'm gonna put Marilyn on the show. I was gonna have her call in because she's funny and she liked to sing, and it was like, I'm gonna put her on the show. I'm gonna put her on the show. And I said I was gonna do it. I said I was gonna do it. But I ain't get a chance to. But I was saying that though. I was like, yo, I'm gonna put her on the show. I'm gonna put her on the show. Cause she like that type of stuff, you know, whatever, man. It's just. So that kind of go back to, you know, little stuff I used to say, you know what I'm saying? If you got the notion to do something, man, just do it. So I feel I missed that opportunity, but yeah, like one of my last, you know, real shows, I was at my office, and then she called me, and I realized that it was late. I came on home and talked to her, and then really the next day that was it. I don't know. But yeah. So I guess, you know, like I say, the last couple of days or whatever, just been kind of working, you know. I've been being busy, you know what I'm saying? But the last 2 days, really this last 2 days I haven't had to be as busy. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been busy really most of last month, really up until like 2 days. Like I made sure this Friday that passed and this weekend I was like, I ain't gonna do too much. I'm just gonna chill out. But the moment that I just said, you know what, I'm gonna chill out and just slow down, that's when I just start, you know, getting all crazy again. You know what I'm saying? But I said, that's why I said, you know what, I just got to get back to doing, you know, these things like this. You know what I'm saying? And just, like I say, work through it because, you know, like I said, I just so used to talking to her every day. Like I really didn't talk to too many people. Like, you know, I talk to my mother every day. Every day. Between 2 to 4 times a day. You know what I'm saying? So every day and every night. Every day. I didn't miss a day. Didn't I miss a day? Sometimes sometimes I have to, just because of the way she was, I would, she was a worrier type of person and worry about things a lot. So a lot of times I try to shun her, like, no, don't worry. No, you know, I try to, you know how you do with your parents or your mother or your friend, or whatever. No, don't talk like this, blah, 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 blah. And you try to compress them. You know what I mean? And I'm like, dang, I should have just shut up. You know, because she was just being who she was, you know what I'm saying? Which, you know, I just didn't want her to dwell on things that worried her a lot. So I try to, like, let's talk about something else. Let's not, you know, but I should have just let her talk about what she wanted to. But so I was messing around with this phone today. Because I got like I was saying, you guys, I got a lot of computers. I got random iPhones too. This is one of them right here, the red phone, which you guys will call in on. But this is another phone, my old phone. And I was trying to prepare things because, like, okay, how I want to show stuff. And, well, this phone got old messages on it. And I'm going to play you something. I'm going to play y'all something, okay? Hopefully you can hear it.
Oh, sweetheart, I was just checking on you. I'll call back later.
I'm going to play it again. It's her.
Oh, sweetheart, I was just checking on you. I'll call back later.
Here's another one.
Hey, baby, I was just checking on you. Love you. Hey, baby, I was just checking on you. Call me when you get time. Bye-bye. Hey, baby, I was just checking on you. Call me when you get time. Bye-bye.
So that's kind of what I was listening to, like, over and over and over. Like, those the messages she'll leave me. Like,
Hey, baby, I was just checking on you. Call me when you get time. Bye-bye.
just listening to them over and over and over and over and over. They're not in my phone that I use every day, but they were in this phone. So that's really my headband. Pretty much. But yeah. So I'm gonna get back to, you know, doing the regular, coming back. You know, but just trying to, you know, you say, where else would it be? But yeah, I'm gonna try to, like I say, yeah, this was in my old phone. That stuff was in my old phone. My newer phone don't have any. Like she would call, but she never really would leave a message because I'll call her right back. But I had like 4 good messages or whatever. Let me see this last one. I'll play this, and that'll be it, y'all.
Hey, baby, I was just checking on you. Call me when you get tired. Bye-bye.
I just like all my siblings, we, miss her voice, her friends and all that stuff, But, just getting past that part, y'all, like I say. But coming back online again, or coming back and doing my show, that's something that's going to, I guess keep me, focused, you know what I'm saying, and moving forward. Like you say, grace and mercy and all that type of stuff like that, yeah. Because, so that's kind of the other reason too, y'all. Like say, still got my little computer issues, which really ain't a big issue, but like I say, most of my mom's stuff is really like in front. It's just right here, smack dab in front of me, or most of all her stuff. And so I'm just trying to get used to that a little bit, because every time I look, camera's right here. It's like it's right here in my peripheral. That picture back here, Stevie Wonder, that's my dad's. My dad is, no longer here either. I don't have a lot of stuff with my dad, so I really don't. I have a couple things, like ashtrays. This was my father's. This was his. I don't have a lot of his stuff, but I'm gonna show you something else. This thing right here, I remember this is my dad's, but this is my mother and my father's, tell you the truth, but I'm going to show it to you. This been around since ever since I can remember being like I told you, I can remember being a baby. I remember infancy. That's how good my memory is. This was my dad's. It was like a little man on a swing. And it's like you got to put him out here and it swings, whatever. But this has been, this little thing right here, this has been around ever since I've been a baby. So again, this is something that I keep. I just keep it right here or on my desk or whatever like that is. But this been around, so I'm 47 now. This thing has to be, if I'm 47, this thing has to be 49. You know what I'm saying? Because this was around before I was born. But he had another little one, but I don't know, where that is. It's long gone. But, I just try to keep little stuff, something of theirs around. But that picture, my pops worked at a place. My pops was a maintenance guy. He worked in the maintenance department in an old folks home, and the guy that he worked with drew a picture or did the picture of Stevie Wonder. He also did a picture of Prince. The Prince one, I don't know where that's at or where it's long gone, but the picture, this is from the 80s. This picture was done in the 80s. I'm gonna find the picture, but it's a picture of me when I was like maybe 4, sitting next to this picture. So this picture, a guy drew this or made this picture of Stevie Wonder back in 1982, 1983, or something like that. And it got a little water damage. You can't see it on the bottom, but the guy also did the Prince picture, and that's long gone, but guy he worked with did that picture. So I keep that. I keep that. That's actually a real good picture. It's a dope picture, actually, of Stevie Wonder. Whoever did that, worked with him. People be having hidden talents, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say this couple things, man. Like, I'm gonna tell you real quickly the thing that my father wanted to do and what my mother wanted to do. One of his regrets was that he didn't. That kind of go back to pursuing, the things that you like to do. My father, you know what I'm saying, he's a handyman, more like he can fix anything. When he'd paint your whole house, you know what I mean? He would do those types of things, fix your car, and he did a lot. You know what I'm saying? They call him Ed the maintenance man. That's what but he wanted to have an HVAC company. He said he had opportunity to go to school for HVAC and do that, and HVAC, can garner you a lot of bread. And he wound up not pursuing it, and that was one of his regrets. He didn't go after that, and he told me that in his latter stages in life, that he wished he would have went on and did that. My mother, she liked to sing. She like a real little firecracker. She likes to be seen, you know what I'm saying? Which ain't nothing wrong. That was her personality. But not just be seen, not like that, like in a carnal way, but she likes to be noticed, you know what I mean? She's a pretty little lady and stuff, She's a people person. I'm more reserved. I'm a little like my dad. I'm like her, but he's reserved. She's a little bit more outgoing. So I guess yin and yang, right? But she was a singer, more or less. She wanted to be a star. And I remember her talking about, you think it's too late for me? I want to be on TV. She used to say that. Like, I want to be on TV. You think it's too late for me? Like, as you getting older, like, you think it's too late for me? I got a gift, and the Lord and blessed me with a gift, and I should be on TV. And you think I got it? You think I got the talent to be on TV? And I like, yeah. But in a way, I feel like, and she sang for a lot of people in choirs and met a lot of people. But I feel like me doing what I do, like, it ain't TV. You know what I'm saying? Like, doing this, what I'm doing is not TV. But I should have put her on here. And right when I was thinking about doing it, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to put her on the show. And that was like, for real, like over the last, I had so much going on within myself, though, stuff that I'm trying to do with things, whatever, regular stuff, everybody got their own set of things going on. And I really wasn't doing the show like that. But my mindset was, I'm going to put her on the show. And she just have to come over. And the thing is, she stayed right up the street. Just bring it, you give her 30 minutes or whatever. And let her sing a couple of songs. Or call her on the phone and, hey, sing this song for me. I'm online and people can hear you. That was what's in my that was what was in my mind. That was what was in my mind to do. But I didn't get around to it. But again, she used to like I say, she just But, yeah, I just wish, like everybody else, I ain't nobody special. It's always stuff that you wish you would have did, right? But that's really I don't have like regrets for real. I have just a regret about. I have really like kind of regret about that because I had that in my mind, but I had so much going on that I wasn't even doing the show in February and March. I wasn't even doing the show based on what I had going on. Just trying to get things and doing things that I needed to do. And when I started back with doing it, that's what was in my mind to do. Like, I'm going to bring her on. Because I remember her saying, she was like, you think I still got it and stuff like that. And I mentioned it to my sister. I remember that. I was like, I'm going to bring her on. But I didn't get a chance to. I should have been did it. But that was like, like I said, my pops, he just didn't get a chance to pursue. I guess on a professional level, but he did live out, his purpose. He fixed things. He was a fixer. You know what I mean? My pops, he fixed things, you know what I'm saying? And I fix things too. But I think a lot of times when my pops, he fixed things so much that to a detriment to himself, where he didn't fix himself. But when it comes to me, is Asante going to live out pursuing? Well, really, that was one of the convictions that happened when my pops passed away. Because I seen that he had a hurt on him, that he looked in his eyes. It wasn't like my pops didn't have a lot monetary wise. And that was okay. Wasn't about that. It was me and my pops didn't have a whole lot of introspective conversations and stuff like that. He was just more of a I'm gonna show you than rather tell you type of dude. But I saw in his face, man, you know, sometimes, you know, that he wish he would have did certain things different and wish he would have lived out. I wish I would have did this. And that's one of the reasons why I do what I do. I kind of like made a decision. That was one of the things that made me go ahead and do my own thing. Because I looked at him and I was just like, I don't want to say I didn't go after it. You know, whatever it is that I'm doing. So that was really the main reason. That was the main reason why I really did my own Effigy Media Arts, the business that I'm trying to do, or not trying, the business that I'm doing, is because of my dad. And also my dad took pictures and stuff like that. He was the original photographer in the family. So it's like I took that on too, but it's like I looked at him and he had a regret of not pursuing the passion things that he wanted to do. And he kind of told me, expressed that a little bit to me, not in depth, but enough for me to understand. And I said, you know what, I don't know how I'm going to do what I'm doing, but I'm going to do it. And I've been doing it. A lot of times not knowing how I'm going to continue doing it. But God always have like a ram in the bush every time that I feel like, you know, I don't know what's going to happen. And then I don't have to be begging. I don't have to ask nobody for nothing. But, you know, I ran across a real rough patch really one time in 10 years that I was kind of doing what I'm doing. And I got help. Someone helped me. But I made sure I paid them back. And I learned that from my father. If you get anything from anybody, you pay them back. You pay what you owe. You pay. When people do something for you that they don't have to do and they help you over, you reconcile and you give that back when you can. And I did that. And so in 10 years, I've really been able to sustain pretty much doing what I'm doing, and it's based off what what he taught me and what I got from him. Lesson learned from not doing what he really wanted to do and from what he did. And my mom, she really didn't even know or understood what I did, tell you the truth. My mother, she didn't understand what I did. Like, she would honestly be worried about me because she didn't know. She didn't, like, Sante ain't got no job. But she didn't understand that I work for myself because, you know, people, she was 70, you know what I'm saying? They not used to us having, they didn't come from a generation where a lot of us had our own things. So I would tell her what I was doing and she didn't quite understand. She'd see me in the paper or she'd see things that I'd done and my name in the paper and this and that. She got it. She understood that. But she just didn't understand, well, how do you make money? You know what I'm saying? Doing it. So she would always be like, Amazon, like Amazon got jobs. I'm like, good for Amazon folks. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to go to Amazon. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But she didn't quite understand that, you know, people hire me to use a camera and people pay me. She didn't, you know what I mean? But I never took anything or got anything from my mother like money. I never took money from her. She would always offer it because she didn't quite understand what I did. But she knew I was taking care of myself and the kids' family. She knew I was taking care of it. And she got to the point where she just stopped worrying. She knew I could do it. She knew I was doing it. And people, you know, brag to her about me and stuff like that. So I think she was proud of me. I know she was. She knows she didn't have to worry about me. You know, I never would take money or resources from her. Even though I know that's in a mother's DNA, they want to give you and give you and give you. So what I used to do is, like, if she gave me a birthday card that had some money in it, or she gave the kid's birthday card and had money in it, what I would do is wait. I would take it. I'll wait a week. I'm like, don't spend the money that granny gave you. So she'd give him like a 10 or 15 or whatever, 20. I'm like, give me the money, or y'all give me the money that's in the card, and let's wait a week to 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, I'd be like, hey, I got something for you. She'd be like, what? And I go give her the money. Oh, thank you. That's a blessing. I needed it. It'd be the same money that she gave. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think she knew, tell you the truth. But that's why I'd be like, I'm going to go I just give her back her money. You know what I'm saying? Like, because she was just always trying to give people what she didn't really have, you know. But overall, like I say, she wanted to be on TV. You know what I'm saying? And I couldn't provide the being on TV, but I could have put her on, you know, here and whatever. And she was funny, you know. I mean, could have had fun. Could have had fun. That could have been a moment, but yeah, no, time waits for nobody. So, hey, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and roll off of this. I'm glad that y'all sat and listened. Whoever listened long enough, I appreciate it. But you know, I believe that I'm gonna start coming back a little bit more often. I'm thinking about go ahead and take Mamba's recommendation. I'll probably go ahead and break down and get the computer. I'm gonna look at it. I got to see how some things rolling in real quick, and might go ahead and get it. But more or less, you know what I'm saying. You know, I'm gonna start coming back a little bit more often. So with that being said, y'all, keep family first. Oh, wrong. Keep God first, family second, and you third. In that order, you should never be made last, because the last is always made first. It's written. I enjoyed y'all tonight. Thank y'all for letting me, you know what I mean, say what I need to say, or listening, and it helped. And I am going to get out of here. I'm going to probably catch the end of the game. And I will be talking to you guys in the next couple. Peace, love, and hair grease. One love.